I'm going to just jump right in, and we'll touch base on this a little bit further down. But as I have previously said to a couple of you individually, we did receive the CDBG grant through the CFA process. And as I've noted before, I've opted not to hire the bookkeeper role, so we are going to do that internally, Pat and I, to save some money. To me, it doesn't warrant a full position through the bookkeeper's process to do this grant, and this was something that was done several months ago, so we're going to go through some of the paperwork, etc. The next element of my report is, as you'll see, there's some supporting materials. I do want to try to get back into the regular habit of itemizing some things into our regular board meetings. So the Planning Federation Conference for 2016 material, you should have some of that. But one thing that I will make note of is in Phil's letter, you will note that he has requested authorization for himself, of course, and Trevor, both as planners. But the one person that may jump off the page is Michelle, support staff. She did participate in that conference last year, and we were supportive of her going, especially to try to obtain some generalized knowledge. I waver on whether or not we should be sending her to the conference this time around, whether it be in every other, certainly being in a support staff role such as the planning department, it can be helpful. But I'd be interested in hearing some of your thoughts and comments as a group.
I think she's an integral part of that department, and that she needs to have the knowledge, and that she picks up things down there that she helps with, perhaps even beyond what her job description would be. But the knowledge that she gets enables her to do some of the tasks that need to be done with a department that is so overworked in terms of the amount of things that they should be doing, that I think she should be going.
Well, we will have it up for a vote in the in the next go around. But I did want to bring that to attention so it's there for people's full consideration.
Yeah, and Mike, this time it looks like not all. Well, the planning board members, there's 6 of them that are going, but they're not necessarily all going for the 2 days.
Correct. So there is some potential quote unquote cost savings depending on how one looks at it.
Also, they can carry over some of the hours from this. So they need so many hours a year, but if they go to this and they get this many hours and they're going to the whole conference or something, they can use those in lieu on another year, so that we don't have to have.
And I'm certainly not arguing from our planning members. I just felt it was important to bring back to the table the conversation that we had a year ago. It was something different. I think a lot of people felt like there was value in her participating, but I didn't want it to not be addressed in this group to make that decision as we continue to move forward. So. I did want to bring to your attention one other item, and that is the county-town relations. I had a very good meeting with Mark Dame, Patty Waldron, and Colin Reed last week. We got together, and what is unique isn't the right word, so I'll use it as a placeholder for lack of a better one. The town is fortunate to have 3 county legislators represent our municipality. Because of that, I asked if the 4 of us could get together and just talk about establishing a relationship, making them more informed about the happenings going on from us to them, and then vice versa, them to us. One of the things that we will be doing in the future is sharing minutes of our meetings. And while that doesn't seem like the most powerful thing in the world, it certainly begins to extend a bridge of information to them, to become more knowledgeable on some of the items that we're focusing in on. We will also hopefully, be it quarterly, be it every more than every couple of months, get together. But I'll be in regular communication with them, and I was very happy that each of them looked forward to establishing a stronger relationship with the town. And hopefully, from time to time, they may even come to a work session. This night doesn't always work for a couple of legislators, so maybe one of them can act as kind of a liaison on behalf of all three of them and bring some material back. But if you ever have thoughts and opinions that you'd like me to express to them, certainly it doesn't bar you from communicating with them, but happy to try to carry some of that message forward. I will tell you, in a kind of under another banner, chairing the Clinton County Supervisors Association in March, Harry McManus will be coming to the meeting of the supervisors to talk about his new role and how he can strengthen communication with the supervisors. And I anticipate Mike Zerlo may also, join him, or at least share with that. And as you all know, I've been going around and having a lot of conversations. Mike Zerlo and Rodney and I have had some conversations, and continue to do the circuit with the chamber and some others. So just want to let you know that's going on. But if things are happening, let me know. We'll get that into the pipeline. So jumping in.
I think attendance in that, is that open to the councilors or not?
It's an open meeting, so keep in mind that the meeting really is for the supervisors themselves to have an opportunity to connect and share some thoughts and opinions. It's like in any other association meeting from my standpoint. So minutes, moving forward. All right. Just try to keep on track on some stuff. We'll be considering some items. Resolution 1656, approval of the minutes of the previous meeting.
Resolved that the minutes of February 1st and February 9th, 2016 be approved and the reading of the minutes be dispensed.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Annex. Is there a second?
Seconded.
Hebert. Any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Seeing none.
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Mark Mannix,
Yes.
Meg LaFave,
Yes.
Barb Hebert,
Yes.
Mike Cash.
Yes, carries. Alright, moving forward onto resolution 1657.
Resolved that the abstract of audited claims 2015, 2583 to 2596 for $108,654.96. And the abstract for prepays 514 to 516 in the amount of $1,375.80. And number 2B-16, 133 to 272 for $190,194.24. An abstract 2B-16, 57 to 88 prepays in the amount of $2,017,247.75 be reviewed as received by the audit committee, and supervisors hereby authorized to pay said abstract.
And Rick, you have the revised one, number 2B-16, 133-272 is actually for $190,000, $104.24. So
104, because I have 149 and he read
there was a
194.
there was a revised, so it's 190 104
104.
24.
Oh, thank you.
Yep. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Hebert. Is there a second?
Second.
LaFave. Any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Seeing none.
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Mark Mannix,
Yes.
Meg LaFave,
Yes.
Barb Hebert,
Yes.
Mike Cash.
Carries. Thank you. All right, moving into 1658 monthly department reports.
Resolved and placed on file the monthly department head reports for January, building and grounds, highway superintendent, park and rec, supervisor's financial report, town clerk, codes and zoning, historian, planning, and water and wastewater.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Thank you. Wood? Is there a second?
Second.
Minutes. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? All right.
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Mark Mannix,
Yes.
Mike LeFave,
Yes.
Barb Hebert,
Yes.
Mike Cash.
Yes, carries. All right, getting into Resolution 1659. And it's the authorization to proceed with the CDBG Economic Development Micro Enterprise Program Grant Agreement project.
Whereas the town of Plattsburgh Town Board has determined that it is desirable and in the public interest to develop a well-researched progress to identify, prioritize effective, efficient use of existing and future resources to promote economic development, enhance infrastructure and other town facilities in a manner that will attract, create, and sustain employment opportunities. Whereas the town's consulting engineer, LaBerge Group of 4 Computer Drive, West Albany, New York, 12205, successfully completed a grant application for a micro enterprise grant, and that the town has been awarded a 2015 New York State Development Block Grant Program for Economic Development Award, and maximum amount of $200,000. Therefore be resolved that after review and recommendation by the town's attorney, the supervisor be given authorization to enter into the grant agreement with the Office of Community Renewal as attached, and it be further resolved that a copy of this resolution be forwarded to the LaBerge Group and a copy be given to the finance manager.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
LaFave, Wood? Is there any discussion?
I think you already covered that. You said you're going to be running it with Pat.
Any other discussion? All right, seeing none.
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Mark Mannix,
Yes.
Mike LeFave,
Yes.
Barb Hebert,
Yes.
Mike Cash.
Yes, carries. All right. Resolution 1660, designation of depository for CDBG funds.
Whereas pursuant to Title I of the Housing and Community Development Act of 1974, as amendment, the corporation is authorized to administer, distribute community development block grant funds to units of general local government and non-essential areas located within the state. And whereas the town of Plattsburgh has applied for the corporation of CDBG funds to finance community development activities in the 2015 Microenterprise Grant. Whereas the town of Plattsburgh is a recipient of this award and needs to be open designated depository for direct deposit of the New York State CDBG grant funds. Therefore be resolved, the supervisor be authorized to open such an account, and it be further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the finance manager.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Wood? Fave, second. Discussion? Discussion? Discussion. Seeing none.
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Mark Mannix,
Yes.
Mike LeFave,
Yes.
Barb Hebert,
Yes.
Mike Cash.
Perfect. Yes, passes. Before we wrap up tonight's meeting, I do want to make people aware, Ricky, I didn't have a chance to circle back to you. I know you've been trying to get some more microchips so we can tape our work sessions again.
Yep.
And put them online. They were ordered today. So our work sessions again will be recorded as we were previously doing. Rick was having some trouble getting enough storage, I guess. So we made sure to track some of those down, and we'll be videotaping these again, and they will be making their way onto the YouTube channel that the town has. So just an FYI. All right. So we'll call that a wrap at 7:16.